this whole Nunes thing with him being at the White House the day on the White House grounds to view some kind of information, which apparently he then the next day went to the president with, and then also held a press conference about. Is there anything, I mean, illegal about that? Anything that in your mind would say he needs to recuse himself? Did he do something terribly wrong?
I think the recusal motion, Steve, or the recusal call by the Democrats is frivolous. These are partisan committees, and if actually being more like a lawyer for the people who are under investigation than a detached, nonpartisan member of Congress on a committee was the standard, I don't know that there's a single Democrat that could sit on a single committee in Congress. So the call for recusal itself is a political exercise. And, the ranking member, Schiff, is one of the most, I'd say, fierce partisan infighters there is. So, just the fact that he's making this, what I regard to be a frivolous call for Nunes to step aside, itself shows that these are not court proceedings. This is not a detached, what we hope to be objective jury that sits on these. These are, partisan politicians who are aligned with one side or the other. And because of that, that's how we hope to get to the truth. We hope that, each side is going to bring out the best points for its side. And we do hope that there'll be a few adults who rise above the partisanship. And so I'll say that the call for Nunes to step aside, I think, has no merit. On the other hand, the story is very peculiar. And I don't think it's peculiar, Steve, because there was anything wrong with what Nunes did in this sense. I imagine he's saying, and this would not be unusual, that he's not getting great cooperation from the FBI in advancing Congress's investigation. He has his own sources in the intelligence community, and he's trying to get at information that he says is being withheld from him. I don't blame him in the slightest for doing that. What I think is very strange is two things. Number one, the classified information belongs to the executive branch. So the idea that a subordinate officer of the executive branch, probably an intelligence official, needs to call a member of Congress to the White House grounds, probably the old executive office building where the National Security Council, has its secure offices, in order to review classified information, and that the member of Congress then needs to brief the president when the president could just demand a briefing from the relevant executive agencies is very weird to me. And the other thing that's strange is Nunes has to know, even though I don't think he needs to be recused or step down, that if he can't show that his committee can do a credible investigation, there obviously are going to be very strong calls. There already are from some in the Senate for a special committee on this. So the way he's conducted himself, even if he has a case, which I suspect, some of the things he's claiming, which are troubling, may very well be true, he's going to be viewed by some, particularly in the media, as basically the cat's paw of the Trump administration, rather than the chairman of a committee that we're counting on to do a credible investigation. So I think it was a lapse in judgment on his part to handle it the way he did, even though I don't think he did anything illegal or terribly wrong in terms of trying to pursue information.